First you flick this switch, then this switch. That activates it. Then you push this button. Now, whatever you do, don't push this button. Now. I'm Groot. No! How's that even possible? Which button is the button you're supposed to push? Point to it. No!
Hey, you're making him nervous!
Shut up!
What's up, guys? It's Benny. We can be a bit hyperbolic on the channel sometimes. We like to entertain ourselves with funny thumbnails and titles and memes. And so when we say panic in DC, do we actually mean panic in DC? Yeah. Yes! Yes! In this case, absolutely. There is literal shredding of documents going on right now inside of government agencies. Get a load of this. A senior official at USAID instructed the agency's remaining staff to convene at the agency's now former headquarters in Washington for an all-day group effort to destroy documents stored there, many of which contain sensitive information. USAID official tells remaining staffers, shred and burn all your documents. The mass destruction order marks the latest step to dismantle the agency. Yes, this is real. Yes, this is actual panic. And why are they panicking? Well, would you look at this happening at the exact same time? The Democrat fundraising juggernaut, Act Blue, which mysteriously raises billions of dollars for Democrats up and down the ticket, but like raised hundreds of millions of dollars for Kamala Harris, got it, on her announcement. Raised a total of $2 billion for Kamala in 100 days. How's that possible? Really makes you wonder. Because right now, the leadership at Act Blue have all fled. 7 of the board members have resigned. Some of them have left the country. All of the lawyers have quit, save one who sent an email very mysteriously and ominously to all staff saying, you are under NDA. You are not allowed to be a whistleblower. That lawyer was locked out of his computer after sending that email. Something's going down. We would like to just posit to you that perhaps the reason why they're shredding documents at USAID was because the USAID slush fund money funnel that was supposed to go to children building schools in Kenya, whatever. That money was, of course, used to fund nonprofits run by left-wingers who donated all that money to Act Blue to support Democrats, the self-licking ice cream cone, right? That continue. They take a fat salary out of it, pay themselves $500 million, and then fraudulently donate through Act Blue. And we think that they are onto this, and that is why Elon Musk says Act Blue has committed massive, massive fraud. These are good examples from James O'Keefe's investigation group, noting how various individuals who've donated using Act Blue millions of dollars don't have any recollection of doing it. So you see a lady living in this house? It's like a teeny little old lady in her 80s. This lady supposedly donated 1,000 times nearly $20,000 in 2022. And she's like, what are you talking about? I never donated. I didn't donate to anybody. Act Blue is a fraudulent money laundering organization, and they got their money from USAID. And that's why they're shredding and burning the documents right now. It's panic time, literally, in Washington, D.C. Check this out. Department of Education offices temporarily closed until Thursday. What could possibly be happening here? All Department of Education offices will be closed Tuesday evening and Wednesday for an unspecified security reasons, according to a memo sent to all employees obtained by CNN. Employees are instructed to take their laptops with them and vacate the building starting at 6 p.m. The offices are set to reopen on Thursday, according to the memo. The department's office secretary said. The individual who sent the memo didn't specify the security reasons. The Department of Education did not immediately respond to CNN's request for comment. Are they shutting down the Department of Education? Finally, breaking, staffers at the Department of Education just received an email telling them to vacate the building by 6 p.m. Department of Education staff told to vacate. Let's freaking go. Ladies and gentlemen, is the end finally near? Is Donald Trump going to shut down the Department of Education? Department of Education employees directed to vacate the building by 6 p.m. today. See ya! Something big is about to happen. They're shredding documents over at USAID. And now, ladies and gentlemen, people are wondering. People are asking questions. Did I vote for an administration to abolish the Department of Education? You're right! I did. Guilty as charged. Why would they close the Department of Education? What does the federal government of Department of Education actually do? Elon Musk Doge is exposing it all. Doge updates on the Department of Education. Let's look. Doge found that $4.6 million in contract to coordinate Zoom and in-person meetings. There was a $3 million contract to write a report that showed that prior reports were not utilized by the school. And then you have a $1.4 million contract to physically observe mailing and clerical operations. Nobody wants these children to be uneducated. What we want is to look at how the federal government is spending this money and saying, you know what, actually, there shouldn't be a Department of Education. Send it to the states. And it seems like this is what's happening, as well as regional office will be closed on Wednesday, tomorrow. Let's have a listen. Here's Fox reporting.
All right, breaking right now, senior Fox Business correspondent Charles Gasparino reporting that the Education Department employees have been told that they must vacate their offices in D.C. and the regions by 6 o'clock tonight, and that the offices will be closed on Wednesday for security reasons. Let's bring in Charlie. He is breaking this story this afternoon, hopping on set to talk to us about it. So give us some sense here. What are you hearing?
A little background. I mean, I have sources in the Education Department. They've been sending me these directives that have been coming since Linda McMahon was named Education Department chief about massive reductions. I mean, they're not hiding the football here. They're talking massive reductions in workforce. There was one email that went out that said you have until a certain date to apply for like a severance package, a sort of package that you could take with you if you leave early. And if you don't take that, well, guess what might happen? You might just get laid off. And Linda McMahon's announcement upon taking the job was pretty straightforward. We have a job to do. We have to reduce the size of government. We're going to massively reduce the Education Department. And as you know, this has been the president himself cited to essentially to eliminate the Department of Education. Something that every Republican president since Ronald Reagan has spoke about. Remember, the Department of Education didn't come from the original founders. It was created by Jimmy Carter. Part of his sort of growth of government, that he thought that it was necessary that the federal government would have some lead in telling states what to do. Every state has a Department of Education. It's wickedly duplicative. So something's going down tomorrow. We should keep on it.
All right.
Everybody asking the same thing. Is it actually happening? Remember, the Department of Education was one of the first places that Democrats went to go harass a federal employee to insurrect against the actual police protecting the Department of Education. Donald Trump asked, why would he even nominate a Secretary of Education if he's going to shut it all down? Trump, I told Linda, I hope you do a great job and put yourself out of a job. Here's Trump. Is it actually happening? See? Wait for tomorrow.